Is he still talking? Yeah, I'll be quick.
Kevin, they go up 10. You call timeout with about 12 minutes to go. What was the conversation like there? You go on a 21-6 run.
No, I mean, you know, these guys have been playing so hard all year and giving ourselves chances. I just kind of remind them that we've been in this situation a lot. And so everybody take a deep breath. We cut it to 4. We gave up 2 offensive rebounds. It was more or less just calming them down. You know, you have Jamie out there. You have DeShawn out there. You know, you have 2 freshmen. Just making sure they understood that we've been in this situation before and take a deep breath. It's okay.
How about what DeShawn gave you coming off the bench now? Is he getting more comfortable in that role?
Yeah, I mean, I find it comical. Everybody thinks starting matters. I mean, he played 41 minutes the other night against Ohio State, and he plays 31 minutes tonight. So just because your name doesn't get called is probably one of the most irrelevant things in basketball.
What does a win like this do
it's huge.
For the rest of the season?
This was a huge win, man. I mean, you know, the Rutgers game was a tough loss at home. I thought we battled and gave ourselves chances on the road against Ohio State. And, you know, to keep fighting. I've seen a lot of teams that have been through this that kind of just don't come out and fight, and these guys showed great heart. So I think for them it's really important.
Last thing, the free throw shooting after Ohio State, how much was that kind of emphasized in practice? You go 24.
Yeah, we really haven't had much time to practice, so I'll go to the line with Dante Scott every time at the end of the game. He missed 2 free throws. It's basketball. Sometimes it happens.
Coach, do you have any injury updates on Maddie or Jordan?
I have no updates on that. No, I have no idea.
Okay, and then just going on DeShawn, what impressed you most about his game tonight?
I thought his defense was phenomenal. I thought, you know, obviously he's got good offensive numbers, and he will eventually give you those offensive numbers on a consistent basis as he gets older. But his defense on Sanford was a difference in the game. You know, he really started being physical. He's chasing them off screens. Sanford hit some tough 2s in the second half, but I thought he really did a good job of really staying on them and chasing them off. And I thought once they stopped getting easy 3s, that really changed. That just gave us a little bit more confidence.
Kevin, your team, that's loud. Your team shot 17 threes until the 11-minute mark, none after that. Was there an emphasis to get away from the perimeter and kind of push it inside?
Yeah, I mean, for some reason at home, we've really started off. I don't want to use the word lackadaisical. I think we've started off very timid at home for some reason, and we've settled for shots. And one of the biggest things for us at halftime watching our offense and throughout the second half was just reminding them that, you know, we are a little bit more athletic. Let's take advantage of driving. Let's take advantage of getting the basketball inside. I thought we did a good job of getting the ball inside to Dante, getting the ball inside to Jew off pick and rolls. For some reason, we're just getting off to really lackadaisical starts at home. Not lackadaisical, just our defense is really good to start games at home, and our offense, I think, is just a little timid.
And can you speak to the importance of Juju's play in the post and kind of getting that turnaround, that second half run?
I can't say enough about Ju. You know, he had a great bounce back tonight, you know, because he really struggled the other night going 4 for 15. But he played 47 minutes or something crazy amount of minutes in that game. So I think for the load he's bearing, he's playing phenomenal.
Kevin, in the first half, 8 turnovers, only 3 in the second half. How important was that flip?
Yeah, again, our turnovers in the first half were kind of, we fumbled a pass, we fumbled 2 passes, and we dribbled out of bounds. It's just, again, they come out and they're very focused defensively. I think for some reason, it just takes them a little time to get adjusted. It's been every home game all year. It hasn't just been recently. It was, you know, Coppin. It was UMBC. We did the same thing at home. You know, it's these guys love playing at home, but it's just taking them a little time to relax on the offensive end and get into a rhythm.
With the injuries to Jordan, Maddie, and Noah, do you have to squeeze more out of the starters? Well, the bench just got shorter.
No, I mean we're gonna have to mix. You know, I'm gonna have to slide Jamie over to the power forward spot a little bit. We'll make it work, and that's one thing about this group. You know, Dante will go back to being the power forward, which he can. He's actually more comfortable. He plays better at that spot anyway. So this time of year, you just got to figure it out.
Peyton Sanford started off 3 for 3 from deep and then was 0 for 6 the rest of the day. Was there an adjustment that was made with the game plan? Or
I
just
put
missing shots?
DeShawn on him. So DeShawn took it personal to stop him, and he did a phenomenal job of understanding what we wanted to do.
Hi, Coach. You guys haven't really had back-to-back home games yet this year.
Nope.
What does
If you
this
want to
win
call the
do?
office, you're more than welcome.
Yeah. What does this do to establish some momentum before you play Illinois this week?
To be honest with you, I'm just looking forward not to going home and pack. It's the first time since when the league play started again, January 2nd. It's the first time since January 2nd we've had back-to-back home games. You're really going to count that as back-to-back? We played at UCLA. Do you know how far UCLA is? It's pretty far. So I wouldn't count that as back-to-back. But you would work really well in the Big Ten office because they count that as back-to-back. They're hiring. No? All right.
Juju, you guys are down 10. Coach calls a timeout about 12 minutes ago, and you kind of flip it. You go on a 21-6 run. What kind of changed there what was the conversation like during that stoppage?
Just not falling apart and staying together as a team, it's just like when things get tough and one person goes negative, it can easily make the whole team go negative and like kind of a domino effect. But, our leaders were able to step up and say something and just correct all the negative things that was being said, and we were able to turn it around and ultimately get the W.
The importance of this win after not just to end the losing streak, but after tough Rutgers game and then the Ohio State double overtime loss.
Yeah, it definitely means a lot for us, especially taking care of business at home and just keep playing the games and taking care of what we got to take care of for later in this year and just doing that is just ultimately building confidence for us and just for the rest of the season.
For DeShawn, what sparked today?
Say it again.
What sparked today? What sparked your performance?
I just feel like everybody on the coaching staff, all my teammates, been telling me to be more aggressive in practice. In the game, because I feel like in practice I'm a little more aggressive. I got the ball in my hands and I'm able to make plays for my teammates, and I haven't been showing that to y'all and to everybody else that's watching. So, I've just been trying to keep that as a reminder as I'm going in, like just play like it's practice, like just go out there and have fun, because at the end of the day, it's just a game. Like I do it because I love it and I do it because I have fun. So today I was just out there just trying to smile, keep my teammates smiling, and when you do that, when you have good energy, good things happen.
DeShawn, there are some guys that like to come off the bench. They think it allows them to kind of catch the flow of the game. Are you one of those guys? Do you feel like coming off the bench kind of helped your performance today?
Lately I feel like it has been helping me just because I get to see like how the other team's playing us, how the other team's guarding Jameer and stuff like that. Because him being the fifth-year guy, it's easy for him to come in and make the right reads as soon as the game starts. But me being a freshman, different ball screen coverages, like just the different way they guarded Jew and stuff. When I'm on the bench, I can see how they playing everybody, and I come in and I can be like an instant impact because I already been watching. And then like I've been playing a lot, so I feel like coming off the bench, having another experienced guy when we need a sub is just a great thing to have. And if that means we win, then I'll come off the bench every game.
Jew, season high 17 points for the guy next to you. When you guys just get all these contributions around, different guys stepping up, what does it mean to the team overall and going forward with that?
It means a lot, especially for DeShawn. Hasn't been doing as well as he wants to, and just turning around after the last game, and just contributed like he did, especially off the bench, and that's just a great thing, and just shows his character as a player, and just shows shows his demeanor and his attitude.
This could be for both of you. Coming off 3, unfortunate losses, what's the message in the locker room right now and just going forward?
Just stick to the plan and just keep winning games and just keep giving effort and give all we can. That's literally all we can do really, and just keep pushing forward.
Juju, in both halves, all your points in both halves came in the final 10 minutes. Anything about mentally just locking down and doing what you need to do? Was it something they were doing defensively early?
I feel like it was really double teaming. First posting up and they double team you early, and I start passing out. We were able to get threes and be able to get guys driving to the basket and close outs and doing that. I feel like makes the team second guess the double team, and I was able to get deeper catches and be able to finish around the rim and clean up those rebounds.
And for DeShawn, you kind of answered it a little bit already, but Coach Willard said relevant whether a guy's starting or not. I know as players you love to be out there and love to hear your name called, but does that matter as much to you? Do you feel a little bit freer now that it's just you're playing and the game's coming to you a little bit better?
I mean, I feel like growing up, I always I wasn't always the best player on the team, so I came off the bench multiple times. Like my freshman year, I was blessed to play with like Trevor, Jeremy Rose, Doug McDaniel, so I had to come off the bench and watch those guys, and they helped me the same way that Ju and Jameer's helped me right now. So coming off the bench does help me, but starting, I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to come in and try to play as hard as I can, just keep stacking games, starting with this one.
Julian, with all the injuries to Maddie, Jordan, Noah, does that put more of an emphasis on the starters having to be more productive?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it puts more emphasis on the whole team and just coming together. When like they say, when your brother falls, everybody else got to stay together. And I feel like we did that today, and we were able to get the W.
And DeShawn, Coach said that you were the one that played defense on Peyton Sanford in that second half. Was there anything you did differently to contain him compared to the first half?
I mean, I was really just chasing him around. Like he runs a lot off ball screens. He just always cutting back door. I mean, he's a smart player. He's an older guy. So I mean, I really just running around, chasing him, trying to give all I can get and make sure he don't get like a good look.
Kevin said you personally asked for that. Is there a reason why?
I mean, I just feel like off the bench, like I said, I need to be a spark plug. I need to be an energy guy if I'm coming off the bench. So defense is a huge energy thing. So, and I feel like I'm one of the best defenders on the team. So if we're having trouble guarding somebody, I'm just going to ask for a challenge to try to stop them, just give it all on defense, so Jameer and Ju can do the scoring on offense.
DeShawn, you mentioned your teammates and coaches sort of encouraging you to be more aggressive. As you sort of struggled recently down the stretch, was it ever a challenge for you to keep that mentality, and how that changed, if so?
I mean, definitely it's hard, like not playing as good as I wanted to coming into this year. But I feel like I'm a competitor. I know if I keep working, keep my head down, things are going to go my way. Like I said, if you have good energy, you being a good person on and off the court, then good things are eventually going to happen to you. So, I mean, I'm just going to keep trying to do that, keep trying to be a positive person, and hopefully the ball keeps going in and run for me.
And Juju, I know offensively you struggled at Ohio State. Were you doing anything differently today, or is the ball sort of just falling in the basket?
Yeah, I feel like it was a little bit of both. Just not thinking about it, just playing and just making the right play. I kind of forced a lot of things at Ohio State and kind of turned the ball over, which shifted my mind and kind of took my mind off things and were affected my shot. And I feel like today I was taking care of the ball, handling the double team as well, and just facilitating like I should, and I was able to just keep my confidence.
Thank you.